You ready?
Of course you went live right as my video was frozen. The video's frozen, so whatever. It is what it is. Fucking piece of shit. Oh, well.
I stomped on the fucking grapes myself.
Fancy pants dust. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 34 of Figure Banging.
Where's Ace?
You're self-employed.
Sorry about that.
Somebody's playing ads. I told you my fucking camera froze. I don't give a fuck. It's not the camera that counts anyway. Welcome for joining us. Thanks for joining us tonight. Pretty much normal crew. We got a special guest. Let's go straight down the line. Mr. Brian Brink, thank you for joining us.
What's up, everybody? Get your dynatherms connected.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
Joining us, just a special guest, Mr. Jose Hurricane BX.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me. I think mega thrusters are going to be a go tonight. Yes.
This stupid kid, occasional kid, Matt.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I just learned that there's 5 of them.
And you didn't finish the thing, you fucking bastard.
What thing?
And Mr. Silver Age.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Silver Age. I am from days of long ago.
We have we have Dust After Dark tonight, which is always a welcome guest. Matt had to ruin everything.
Matt ruined something? No.
Since my camera decided it didn't want to work. So surprise, tonight we're doing a left turn. Well, kind of like a little bit of a left turn, like a curve. Because technically it does transform, but we are doing Bandai Soul of Chogokin Go Lion, aka Voltron.
Yes.
So, here we go.
You were roboting a little bit there with Soul of
Chogokin. Soul of Chogokin Go Lion, aka as we know him in America as Voltron. America.
Hey, look, guys! I'm your favorite guy. I'm Tarn.
Wow, that came out of nowhere, but okay.
Wrong show.
I bet you thought it was going to be that.
No, Russ would have a heart attack if I didn't invite him on that show. He already messaged me. Don't worry, Russ, we got you, but we're not doing them yet. So here we go. Here they are in their line modes, and like that's fucking perfect and gorgeous. So I've never owned a Voltron in my life. The only Voltron I ever had was this little tiny rubber piece of crap that I had when I was a kid. It disassembled, but it was like it didn't transform or anything. It was like the leg came off and you can throw it across the room. It was like a little piece of crap. That was the only Voltron I ever owned. I envied everybody in the world that had the Matchbox one. I never had it. So this is actually my first real Voltron. So I'm proud that it's this one because this one's fucking fantastic. Spoiler. So here they are in line mode. They have their knife weapons. They all have their individual knife weapons. They're all completely unique. I guess we'll do one line at a time.
Yikes.
Well, they're mostly the same. The arms are the same pretty much, and the legs are the same
I
pretty much.
transform my Voltron, just like the rest of you. One line at a time. No? No cowbell on that one, huh?
I got a fever. So here's the Red Line, who is piloted by Matt, who pilots the Red Line. Matt?
Oh, he ain't gonna know.
Come on, Matt. I told you to do your homework.
Off to Google.
No.
I always,
damn clue. Fucking
I always loved
Your headphones came out.
I always loved his knife design, the blade design. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's
But
wild.
they all connect except for the black line. Black line's unique in this sense, but they all connect. They have a slot in upper jaw there, and it's a slot there, and goes on there, and bing, bang, boom. They also all have weapons in their mouths. It's like whatever guns or rocket, whatever the hell you want it to be.
That's beautiful, man. That's lots of detail there.
So
we got
that's
the camera. Say it every week.
That's unpainted. It's just a piece of gray plastic, but it's a nice little piece.
Yeah, no, nice touch though, like that they actually included that, you know?
Yeah, and they made it articulated.
Yep, it's up and yeah, we can have it in there if you don't want it. You just have the mouth open, mouth closed. So the jaws open and close. Obviously, spoiler, he's an arm, so the mouth is always kind of open, almost like a fist. but you can see that's really, really pretty.
Wow.
So-
they really
Oh my
did a
God,
good
the
job.
likeness
It's
is just
so
incredible.
yeah, it's so reminiscent to the old
Mm-hmm.
Voltron, the Matchbox, and the old what was it, the Poppy?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna butcher the fucking names.
real quick,
I had the Lion Bot, which was the
Yeah.
KO of the Poppy.
I love how
Yeah.
those legs splay out, man. That's awesome.
real quick, they also come with a little sticker sheet, and all the sticker sheet is the numbers. So if you want the toy look with the numbers, it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can put them on the lines if you want them. I didn't do that because I prefer the cartoon look. But that it's cool that they gave you an option. It's just a regular sticker sheet. They each also have the little pop-up weapon.
I don't remember that on the older one. I don't think we had that on the old molds.
No.
No, we didn't.
What's
No.
cool is like you can't even tell that it's cleaned up really, really nice. You can't even tell that it's there.
Yeah.
Unless you need it.
You know what I like about? I'm just going off what I see this one. They didn't go crazy stylized and modern.
No, this is not
kept
stylized at all.
Yeah, they kept it very nostalgic and nodding to the old.
There's another set that's actually a
What's that?
third-party set called the King of Beasts.
And that one's a little bit more stylized and
That
modern,
one's
right? A little more rounded
a lot
out.
more stylized.
A little more rounded out and everything, right?
They actually
It's not so
licensed-
rounded out, but
they actually
Yeah.
licensed it, and it's going to be coming out as an official Voltron. I don't know when. I don't know what the deal is with it, but I know they licensed it. I know it's going to be coming out.
it does. We can do a comparison later if you want.
Luckily, Brian has it, so he can.
Got it here.
I almost bought that a couple of times, but I never pulled the trigger, and I'm thankful I didn't, just because I like this set so much.
Yeah.
Not that I probably would have liked the other one too, but
Yeah, we never knew this was coming. This kind of dropped.
yeah,
a
to
little
have a
by
classic
here.
Voltron like this is incredible. So
Yeah, and that's real quick. Like you brought up the likeness and stuff. The solo of Chogokin line's been around since like the late '90s, and they've done like a ton of like super robots.
they do all
and
that super robot stuff.
and they really stick to that original like anime look and style. They don't deviate too much. They just give you like an awesome like articulation with the figures. So
Yeah.
it's pretty
So-
good.
Paint is awesome. It's all silver all around it.
And I think the legs must be die cast, right? The thighs,
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm pretty sure like these feel cold. I'm pretty sure this is all die cast. I think this joint, the inside joint at least. I think this is plastic, but then that joint's die cast.
And all these joints
this
are
is
metal,
die
man.
cast.
It's wild.
Yeah, he's a heavy bastard. Like even these
Did
little guys have a heft to them.
Yeah. Did you mention the ankle?
I didn't get to
articulation?
I was
All
about
right.
to do the articulation.
All right. Sorry.
So articulation on the red line. So the head can fold flat, pretty much against the body if you want that. But then it's also on a hinge out, so it kind of like goes up on an angle. And then it can also come off, but there's a reason for that, which we'll get to. And then it's on a swivel at the base of the neck, and then it's also on a hinge system up here. So it's basically a hinge up and down here, and then a hinge. I thought it was up here. It's actually down in here. So it's basically like a bowl jointed neck down in there, and it also rotates. So you can't get like extreme poses in the neck, but I mean, you can get like that far side to side, and you can get up and down. You can get up a lot more than you can down.
Sorry.
But it's pretty
Get up.
pretty decent. I wonder if you can. No, you can't swap that around. So, yeah, so the down is a little bit limited, but in practice, it's not a big deal. It doesn't really hinder anything. Shoulders. These shoulders are on ball joints, and they also push in and out. So if you want them closer to the body, it's mostly for transformation. But I mean, you can play with it. It's all in there, and they can get.
I watched about 19 fucking reviews on it, so I'm just gonna be like, wow. even though
you know what's coming.
Yeah. I just want to keep everybody in tune and like, holy shit, wow.
So they push in and out, and then you got the ball joint range. So you got out to there, into there, back to there. You can get all the way around, but it's there's a groove cut out really for when it's combined, but it's got free range to go all the way around. And then the elbow, I don't know. What is that? Is that, I guess that's an elbow?
Yeah, it's a cat elbow.
It's a kitty elbow. So the kitty elbow can go straight like that, and it can fold all the way up.
Question now, where the elbow is, what's that connected by? Is there a screw in there, or is this just a pin?
Screw.
Oh, cool. So you can tighten that?
Right there's
I
a
would,
screw.
I would
Itty
guess so.
bitty little tiny little screw. That's got to be like
Yeah.
a 00 or a 000.
So if it gets a little loose, you could just
Yep.
tighten that bitch up.
It's got a groove cut in there, so that it's really for transformation. But then if you want to get like a pouncing pose, you can go, like that. So that works very well, and it's all chromed. It's all chromed on the inside too, so it doesn't break up.
Hey, everybody's
aesthetics too
complaining
bad.
about your camera in the chat. It's not just me. You got to upgrade.
All right, so give me a new camera that works on mech.
Yeah, let me go into my Apple closet right now.
Sweet.
It's right next. It's right next to the bananas.
I want a Granny Smith dust.
I like it. I'll take a Fuji. Fiji.
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 You'll take
Ace,
a
is
shut
there
the fuck
any-
up and love it.
Is there any concern about the chrome, like with
Nope.
manipulation of the arms, like popping or chipping, flaking, anything like that?
I haven't had any.
Seems nice.
Now they're saying buy a real computer.
Yeah. And then the joints and the ankles, they're I mean, I guess it looks like there's some plastic in there, so it's not like it's like metal on metal. It's really
Yeah,
nice.
all the inside joints are plastic, and then just the outsides, like you can see, like in there, that's plastic. So the feet, the ankles can go back all the way to there, forward all the way to there, and then there's also a ankle tilt. You get it out to there and into there, so you can get a pretty wide. So as far as you can get the shoulders to splay, the ankles will match it. So like if you have this all the way out, it matches the tilt on there perfectly. So any port you can get them in, you can get these ankles to match, which is fantastic.
Now, when you do the green line, you're not going to go over all this.
No, the green line's basically the same.
Okay.
I told you the arms are basically the same, the legs are basically the same, and then the black line's different. I mean, all the legs are basically. Well, it's not gonna. This is gonna.
It would have been FIGGAH breaking the records of longest show tonight.
Yeah. So, obviously, this is going to be an elbow. So you have side to side, like that, and then you can also rotate this joint. So if you want to have it up or down for like a sitting position, you can use that. You can use it that way too. So you can use either joint, and there's no pin or screw, so it doesn't matter which way you spin it. It's always aesthetically pleasing.
Nice.
So you also have, since I just showed you, you also have a swivel there and a swivel there in his butt, his kitty butt. The back legs are basically the same.
That was so wrong.
What? Kitty butt?
Don't say it again.
What, kitty butt? You want me to say kitty butt anymore? All right, I won't say kitty butt.
Don't like it. I don't like it at all.
All right, the Wookiee butt. So the back legs is his butt. You can get out to there. It's got the same kind of groove, but it's in the back. So the hind legs can go forward at the knee like that, or they can go all the way back like that. And then same kind of deal with the ankles. Go all the way back, all the way forward, and they also have the tilt. The tail is the only thing aesthetically is not fantastic, only because you have the combiner port, but it's really like the minorest of minor complaints. It's just this part's on a ball joint, and this is just unpainted plastic. So you got lots of play there. You know, obviously it can spin because it's a ball joint, and it can also, because it's the combiner port, you can go between his legs if you want to do that for some reason. But you got play in that too because of the combiner port.
I think you could. I think I remember doing that with the old figures, like back in the day. Like it's just like kind of like work the same way, like the engineering, like putting that down so you could slot it into the body. Yeah. So
that's the basic articulation on these guys. They also all have weapons that they can plug in to the ports on here, and a couple of them have different ports. We'll show that off. I'm not going to put all the weapons on them because it's not a big deal, but I'll show that off in a little bit. I'll show you the weapons. So Pidge, this was Lance. So Pidge's lion, who fucking everybody hated. At least I hated when I was a kid.
Yeah, well, I wasn't too fun.
I'm a damn clue.
There's his knife, which I liked all their knives, but I think I like the design of the red one the best.
I love that they included all that stuff in there. Like, it's incredible.
So same basic mold, except new mold, but all the same articulation. I'm not going to go into it. I'm just going to show it off real quick. He's more barrel shaped, like he should be. So he's more rounded. While the red one's more squared. There's his cannon. It is the same. Yep, it's the same as the red one.
Yep, 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 yep.
Same articulation in the head, same articulation in the front and the arms. Everything's all the same. There's and then his weapon, which is harder to get out. There we go. Looks like that. So you can have that if you want. All the same articulation.
I love how
I really like that they didn't go the easy route and just copy
it. Nope.
You know, the other arm that they actually, it's a whole new sculpt.
Yeah, these pieces are all new sculpt.
It looks like the head's a little too oversized, a little bit out of whack with the body.
The head's a
but
different sculpt.
it's always been like that with the older ones.
I really like these legs. How you can get them in a really low, like a slinking like kind of profile kind of stuff. Like they're creeping up on you. It's pretty
Ready to pounce?
Yeah, man.
Pounds.
So let's do yellow, because for some reason yellow's always been my favorite. I don't know why. I guess I'm a Hunk fan. There's his Kniffy.
He's a fan of hunks.
I'm a fan of Hunks. His mouth weapon, I don't think pops up. It's just kind of like a missile in there. I don't know if it pops up. I don't think so.
I don't think it does. I was trying to do it today.
It doesn't feel like it moves. I don't want to like screw with it. His mouth shuts completely because he's a leg. So these work completely differently.
I wish Asian Kid Matt was a leg. Sorry, that's all I got tonight, guys.
So these guys are obviously a whole bunch beefier and bulkier than the arms, because they have to be, because they're legs. So for his articulation, the head didn't. All right, so the head is on a ball joint in there. So you got up to there. The down is limited to the straight like that, because it has to be in a toe. The head part is the toe. But I mean, you got a lot of wiggle in there, and you can also use this joint, which is going to be the foot joint, to get all the way up to there. These shoulders do a really cool trick for transformation. We'll get there, but they have the same kind of double hinge system to get out. So out to there, which is pretty wide. All the way around, no problems. Up to there. Back to there. Same thing with the foot. By the way, everything except for, so this isn't ball jointed. It's a hinge swivel. So a hinge and then a swivel around. Everything else basically is ratcheted. It's like all of their knees are ratcheted. Not the toes, but it's a tight friction. All the sideways, most of the sideways joints, pretty much all the important joints, especially in combined mode, are ratcheted and they're incredibly strong. So they didn't cheap out on any of that stuff, which is really good. A little bit more extreme on the ankle since his legs can go more extreme. But the same basic thing, back to there, forward to there, and there's the tilt. That way to there, that way to there. So it can. What's really cool is that it can tilt to the extreme that the shoulder can tilt. So there's no range in between that he can't plant his feet flat, which is really nice. He also has an ankle joint for combined mode. So if you want to utilize that, you can wiggle that back and forth. He also has a 2-click ratchet there, which is basically just for like a sitting position. It doesn't work and it doesn't do anything in combined mode really. So that's really just for kitty mode.
Yeah, the fact that you can put all of these in sitting positions is awesome.
His weapon is this thing.
Matt, you don't know, man.
That.
Dude, fucking when these lines are sitting down on the show, it's fucking crazy. It's awesome.
I guess.
Tail goes up and down, and then it's on a ball joint. These are all gray except for, just the other two are yellow. On the back, we got same thing, pull out to there. Knees back to there.
You got your furnace on?
Forward to there. That's not me.
Okay.
That sounds like Jilly's vacuuming.
Huh? That's not me.
Let's find out.
Unfortunately, these back feet do not tilt. Or do they? Oh, they do. No, do they?
Yeah, it's Matt.
They do tilt. I'm sorry. They do tilt. They're just really tight. I didn't want to force it, but there is a cut there. So yeah, they're not ball jointed. They just swivel. So they get.
Chili's gonna say, "Don't tell me what to do in my house."
Yeah, right.
Catch a smack.
Damn.
So that's basically all the articulation on Hunk.
I just wanted to point out, like, the only thing that's painted on these is the details, right? It's not like the whole
Well, this
thing's
is a
painted.
base yellow plastic, which I don't think is painted. It's glossy, so they might have clear coated it. But like this red is plastic.
Yep.
This silver might be plastic. It looks like it's a separate piece, so that might be glued on. Obviously, all these black details are painted. This black, this silver, everything on the face is all painted.
Quick, we got a question in the chat. Dom said he didn't check his yet, but does the ears open like the older version?
They don't.
Oh, the individual ears open?
Yeah, do they open up? No,
These-
pull open like a door. You know, they used to pop open. They used to be.
I never had one.
Yeah, they used
No,
to
these
hop.
are you can see.
My lion bot did.
Okay, well
Mine too.
your lion bot's better. Oh, and then
And my- Thank you. Figure breaker.
like I said, these heads are supposed to come off, and I'll show off why it's silly, but whatever. It's a
No,
thing
it
they
was in a show. It was
I
in a
know,
show.
but it was silly. Blue Lion, once piloted by Sven, he mysteriously vanished. Unless you watched Go Lion, in which case he was brutally murdered.
And they
Who is
probably
now
did it.
piloted
They probably
by-
did it, man. I was like I said, I was watching before the show, man. His accent was freaking annoying.
Fuck you, Sven. Yeah.
He's now piloted by the Princess Allura.
That was before the rape scene, by the way.
Jesus Christ.
Go Lion is actually on Crackle if anybody wants to watch it.
Is it on Crackle?
Yeah.
Go
Oh,
Lion?
nice.
Not Crackle. Is it?
No, it's not on
What's
Crackle.
the anime? What's the anime one?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
There's an anime thing like that.
Is it a free to stream?
You can
Like
stream
Viz?
a bunch of it for free.
Oh, well, probably not Go Lion. I just put it on Plex.
He's got the same doodad in his mouth as the yellow. Really cool head sculpt. Got the green gem up there. Pronounced ears. So same articulation, same thing with the head, same everything. Not gonna same range on the legs, basically the same exact legs, same exact everything. He said the
Now how-
tail is yellow. Go ahead.
I was about to say, yeah, like if this is the mold the same as the yellow line.
The mold
Then
isn't the same. Like the body. Well, the body.
It's the same, but it's not the same.
No, it's completely different body. This.
So they still switched it up.
Yeah, no, everything is unique. It's very
Alright,
close. It's very, very close to the same. But if you look at it, there's like these pieces are different in the butt.
All right, yeah, getting your
These
money's
pieces
worth.
are all
then.
different.
That's
There's some.
good.
They might have gated off some parts to remold it.
Wow, just looking at that blue line gives me the feels, man. That's just right. It looks just like the old school one, but just changed and modern enough.
Mhm.
You know, where they just give you that little extras. You know, like the little extra joints and the little articulation.
Yeah,
Tell you what, this thing's really reminiscent of the old toy. It's just got the joints and a little bit higher quality. You know what I mean?
Yep.
yeah.
On to the big boy, the Black Lion, piloted by Keith.
Major
there's-
mullet.
There's the head. Let me see if I can do this without popping the head out. Hold on, because obviously the head's in there. So the head, the combined mode head, is on a separate joint up in there. So you can actually open the mouth without having the head pop out.
Up in here. Up in
Very,
here.
very nice. He also has a missile launcher. It's a different style, but it's still a rocket in his mouth.
Now listen to that mouth joint, huh? Or was that? No, that was Brink.
That's me.
Chunk.
I'm getting ready for the next mode. Sorry.
His mouth can open to an extreme angle because he's combined into the head. The neck is on a swivel back here, and then a series of hinges, so he can look. Obviously, for combined mode, he can look all the way down. What's going on down there? And
That's I just pissed on the carpet look Wookie gives me. Question in the chat: is there diecast?
there's diecast up the wazoo.
Oh
Like
yes.
I said, all the legs are diecast. Most of the joints die
Maybe
cast.
someone just popped in and started watching.
The these elbow joints are going to be die cast. The legs are die cast. This guy's got about 8 pounds of die cast in him alone. These are die cast. All of these are die cast. Like this whole chunk is die cast. This whole torso section is die cast.
Chrome isn't die cast.
Because die cast is better.
Yeah, but he actually has the freaking joints to support it, so it's not a problem.
It's a lost art.
Yeah. So the head can swivel all the way around. There's kind of a pocket down in here for combined mode. We'll get there.
Oh, wow, that's open like that, huh?
It's not really open. It's just like a divot.
It's open.
It's not as bad as you think.
Yeah,
But
the
it's
black
it can
tire is
also-
kinda like,
You can get a little up and down in there too.
So can you pull? Excuse me, Ace. Can you pull that? Like, does it pull all the way out? It's very weird that what the whole head is attached to in there.
What, this
Like-
whole thing?
Like if you stick your finger down in the crevice there, like that all moves in there. It's like I don't
Yeah, that
quite
does.
get it. It's like
I think that's just to facilitate downward looking for
Are we
him.
boring you, Matt?
a little bit.
It's probably actually it's to look down and combine. That's to look down in combined mode.
It doesn't take long to eject you from the call and get someone in here to talk about this thing. I'm probably gonna find 5 people in the chat right now that'll pop right in.
Well, it's
Shoulders.
like, I wasn't alive for all this.
I told you at NJCC in November to watch.
Yeah.
Matt, that's not an excuse. You weren't alive for Transformers G1 either, but you're a fan,
I
right?
watched the Netflix version, but that doesn't really compare to this so much. So I don't have much to say about it because all my facts will be wrong.
Like that's different
Research,
from any
brother.
other show.
Hey, it may not always be right, but they're not completely off.
So the shoulders can go flat up against the body, and then they're also on a series of hinges. So there's like this strut here that's a hinge, and there's another hinge in there, so they can get out.
I'm not crazy about that.
Can go out to there, and then they can splay out to there.
That's not too bad, but
They
that.
can splay in.
I think the black
So
color
there.
hides all that stuff a lot.
yeah, Dust. You can just push them in if you don't like
Yeah,
it.
that's just for kiddie mode anyway. Ratchets all the way around.
Nice.
No swivel up in here because the way it transforms, this all has to fold up in there, and it's just, and then this is all one piece. So there's no like thigh swivel or anything. So it's just out to there, knee to there. Which way am I going? This way, knee to there, back to there.
I don't think Voltron transforms. I think he just
He
forms.
combines. Okay, he
He
forms.
just forms, right?
He's a former. He's not a transformer. He's a former. So
Speaking of former, there's a former host of Figure Banging. Occasional kid Matt.
toes
I'm
are
not
on
the
a
host. I'm the co-host.
toes are on a ball joint, so they can swivel all the way around, and they're also on a ratcheted
Well, that's nice.
ankle rotation. So back to there, forward to there. Waist. Okay, if you want, you can have the wings extended in this mode. But so the waist is on a. I think it's a double ball joint, because it does have some side to side motion, and then it also has a crunch that far. If you wanted to, this is mostly for Voltron mode, but you can collapse that. The line mode, he's supposed to be extended.
Oh shit!
You realize that?
No.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. This is supposed to be line mode, and then when you
because
when you combine them up,
that-
it's supposed to.
Oh, now that ab crunch, you can really get it going. Because
Yeah.
I was afraid of scratching it with the belt on the
No.
thing.
Hips, a little bit limited. That's going to become an issue later too. But so up to there, down to there, outward only to there. So in and out. Knees. Again, nice strong ratchets. Back to there. There's actually like an extra little bit that it wants to go, but it's like between the teeth, so it pushes itself back out. So out to there, forward to there. Mostly because of the combiner part there. And the feet, same ratchet and ball joint on the toes. So that's the
There's
Lions.
There's one more. There's one more little piece to dust. Ace. Man, I keep doing that. Sorry.
What I do?
Oh, easy. One at a time.
The back here, the back pulls out like this.
Well,
So you can get them to sit.
Sit, Ubu,
What do you
sit.
mean? Hold on, let me click on you.
Good dog. Woof.
Let me see.
Looks like this.
Oh, I didn't even.
Oh, look at that.
I did not. Where do you pull from?
Just pull on the back of the
goes,
tail.
Oh, here it goes, folks. Here it comes.
There you go.
Snap.
Be easy. Be easy.
I didn't break it.
You guys ever see Hot Tub Time Machine? Whenever the guy's ready, they think he's gonna lose the arm. Nobody's seen it.
And I think the only purpose for that is to get the lion to sit. I know I'm saying it over and over again, but it's
Okay, so you got that too. I did not. I don't remember seeing that in the instructions, but cool.
I found it by accident. I'm no genius.
So then, so he does have a couple more accessories that we're just going to go through really quick. And that is, let me take this out of the way real quick. So all the accessories store on this thing,
Oh, it's like Ratchet's sled.
which is
Iron Head.
fantastic. So
That is pretty
there's
cool.
one thing that does not store. So this plate right here that says Voltron, there's a second plate that says Go Lion.
Yeah, I saw it. That's great.
So you can pop
Nice.
these off and put on, and the box itself says Voltron too. So like they know what they knew who they're selling this to. But you can put either plate on here. You can't store them both. You have to only pop one in.
Americans.
So all their weapons, you can pop these all off. They all have little indentations of the shape, so you know what piece goes back where, which is really nice.
That plastic looks pretty shitty.
It's apparently these can't go on anybody. They can only go on there where they're supposed to go on, and I don't know. I think he goes on the yellow, yeah. So they just plug into those ports. And if that's your thing and you want them all weaponed up, that's not really my thing. I prefer them in combined mode. But if you want to have them individually all weaponed up, you have all the weapons, so they store on the sides there.
Just buy another set.
They store on the
that's cool.
sides there. This little shelf stores more.
Oh, nice.
The shield, the extra face stores there.
Now, don't you think they should have chromed these weapons?
I think they're more accurate like this to the show
Mm-hmm.
or the toy. I don't know. But
Well, the Matchbox toy didn't come with anything, just a sword.
Okay.
I don't even think it came with the shield. It didn't even come with the sword. It just came with the shield. And the Voltron Matchbox one was all fucked up. The Lion Bot came with all the fucking...
Yeah, the bootleg was fucking better than the official
Yeah,
shit. You know what I'm saying? The one my mom got me had every single accessory in
Dude,
there.
everything. Missiles,
Die
fucking
cast up
rockets,
the ass.
blades and shit. Oh,
Yep,
it's
yep.
awesome.
The sword
blades.
just like that, just like how I remember
I
it.
was fucking
Yep.
shit up with that.
all the swords are chrome. Like these little swords, you can actually combine them together if you want and have.
Oh,
one
that's
big sword.
awesome. He's got that.
Oh, nice. Becomes a
That-
spear. Nice. Nice. Yeah.
Is the sword die cast?
Is the sword? No, it's all plastic.
That'd be
It's definitely all plastic. That's all. That's chromed. There's lots of paint on there. We'll get there when we get into combined mode.
Looks good.
Also, all the knives store up on here, but I had them off to show them off. But they all they all go on the front there. So literally everything except for that extra plate stores.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Okay. So real quick before we do combined mode, let's just show this stupid thing off that I don't really get. You can pop the heads off. If you take this bit underneath this part, underneath this part. I've never done this, but you can take these 4 bits off.
And it
Take
comes,
a Tamashi stage.
it comes with those? The stands?
Comes with these. Yep. Oh, not the stands. This is Tamashi stage. They assume everybody in Japan has a Tamashi stage at birth, so they assume everybody has them. Supposedly, this plugs in. I've never done this, but let's see. This is super tight. Oh my
That's a
god.
cool idea, though.
Hold on. Let's see. Well, that definitely fits in there.
Yeah, I love the fact that they included this, you know, especially for the toy
wow,
photographers and stuff, you know, like you'll be able to, you know, I haven't seen any shots online yet, but but you could just, you know, simulate, you know, the hands shooting out. I think that's a really cool feature, you know, to include.
Here comes, folks. Is it going to be now? Is it going to be now?
All right, for some reason, it's pushing out. It's not staying. It's
Maybe
pushing
it's
itself
wrong.
out.
Put a little fucking spit on there.
Let's take a different head. Try a different one.
Can you swap the heads if you want?
I don't know, I never-
Lines to do
Try it.
something.
There we go.
stupid?
So if you want to have him launching his fists out or whatever, you can have him. If you angle everything right, you can have the head on the stand.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Like when he would launch the lion heads off of him, you can simulate that. So if that's your thing, oh great, now it's stuck. I got it.
Damn.
I think it's time for another Go Lion marathon, man.
So that's a neat thing that they did for. It kind of causes the heads to pop off a little bit too easily, but whatever. It's not the end of the world. All right, I think it's time for the main event. Let's get the.
I want to see how it scales the clan down.
Oh, that's actually a good. Thanks for reminding me.
Oh, I was just fucking with you. Holy shit. I thought they were smaller than that.
Here he is with him. Here he is with the leg. And there he is with an arm.
Wow.
So you can see almost the size of an MP car. All right. Oh my god.
That's a Voltron.
Time for the main event.
I got that.
So, to transform the legs.
It's Swedish.
To transform the legs.
Voltron.
Form feet and legs.
Fold in the tail. You can guess
we don't got the fucking music. Can we get away with like using the music?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Hey, Ace, cue the lightning effect.
The legs fold up like this. The legs do a really neat trick. So when you fold this piece up, it actually engages a lock so that when you push these in, it holds them in. This heel piece comes out, and you kind of just got to make it flat. This bit opens up. This pushes in.
And I'll make it flat.
To get it to come out,
put it in the pooper.
You lift the outer leg out, and you push this button, and that'll push the leg out when you have it combined, so you can pull it out. And also, if you hold that button in, you can get your finger in here and lift this panel back out.
It doesn't have an automatic push.
No, there is. This pushes on this way. So when you push that, it gives you the leverage to get in there and lift this panel out. So that's one leg.
One leg.
This leg transforms exactly the same. So you just got to make sure you push the legs in.
It forms. It forms.
Actually,
exactly
in Go Lion, the guy's name was.
Is that accurate? See, like when you have it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm crying over here. Once in a while, man, I get a good one.
Oh, man.
Does that make up for the Christopher Walken impersonation?
You can see the legs are springy.
More Christopher Walken.
You can see they're springy like that, and then when you push the head, when you lift the head up, and then push them, they hold.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Look at me, I'm fucking tearing over here.
Poor Lion in the chat said Ching, Chang, Chong, Lion.
Wow.
And that's what I got from the name.
And Justin L in the chat, internet personality Justin L also asked how much? $300, buddy. His answer to this.
$250 in Japan, but with shipping it would have been the same.
Yeah.
Now these are limited, right?
Supposedly they're only doing one run.
So if this is kind of an investment also, because if you buy it now, a year from now, this thing's probably going to be going for at least $500 probably.
Oh,
the aftermarket, I would say. Unless someone KOs it.
Wei Zhang.
Shout out to Wei Zhang, man. Oversize that shit.
If Wei Zhang announces this in 6 months, I'm out of the fucking game. That's it. I'm out.
They're gonna be
I'm
like
waiting.
small cats.
Yo, they're gonna do it Maddie collector size.
It's
Black Lion.
Ace, did you see it on sale?
Devastator.
Ace, did you see it at retail at overseas retailers like HLJ or anything?
Yeah, Anime Export had it. It was $250, but I missed it. I missed it, and I figured the shipping would have basically been the same thing anyway. So
Yeah, probably like 280 total.
So the feet come straight down like they're supposed to. Arms swing around. Oh, first I gotta do this. So there's a tab right under here, and if you get in there, that opens up. If you try to open it up here, there's not enough leverage. You open it down there. 1, 2, 3. Leg folds up. Why are you giving me?
I like the way the old one used to fold up. Just to slide right in. It was so clean.
I had that one tab you pulled up, right?
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
Pull that in the front. That's one of the things I don't like at the King of Beasts. Like this doesn't complete the shield.
Yeah. Looks like that.
Yeah.
Paul Live said Wei Jiang will make it a 1-to-1 scale.
Oh god.
Jeez. No, these things are like Godzilla size. Like
It'll be $60.
Seriously.
Better quality.
The wings have a cut to facilitate.
That's cool.
Oh,
these parts.
nice.
Yeah.
The part that people forget is there's a lock up in here. You just slide this over. It's not a lock. It's more of a guide, because when you're maneuvering the arm, sometimes like they will pop out. This one tends to do it more on mine.
Shout out to Downbeat.
If it went in more, you can see it. I don't know if you can see it in there.
Not mine.
It's just there you go.
Oh,
See it?
Yeah.
It's just a couple of tabs. It does hold it. Like if you position it and make sure those are in, the arms aren't going to move around on you. But it is more of a guide than a locking mechanism. Collapse the torso.
Oh god, it's gonna.
Oh, it doesn't stay out the torso.
Not up like that. Like you can if you like that. You can do more than it's your toy. You can do whatever you want. But the official way is to collapse it down.
We all know we got to do things official on this show.
Take a leg, plug it in there. So there's a plug right there that's got to go in that tab piece right there. So you kind of got to
get a little leg,
and then
he's just getting a little leg.
Okay, hold on. This is
really it's that hard.
Yeah, it connects very, very solid. 1 second.
Oh, sons of bitches.
I don't know. Lord Shadowkeeper said those lions are ace proof. I don't know. Still ain't over yet.
One leg.
Does the tab go up around the back or something, or what's the deal?
What do you mean? So that tab right there, that square hole. It goes in. You see that tab right in there? You got to line it up, slot it in, and then find that. There we go. Nice and secure. Then you close this tab up, and that
goes
locks everything in.
Right. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, once it goes in, it's in.
Nice.
So there's that.
Oh, I'm getting the feels.
Coming together.
Feet and legs, arms and body. Let's get to arms and body.
This is my first time combining them. Oh man.
Red.
You remember those really bad episodes? Arms and torso. Huh?
Yeah, I hate arms and upper body. What?
Huh?
Mom, what's a torso?
What's a torso? What are you watching? I'm watching the show with Alien and the gang.
So another thing that people might not realize is that he also has, like this, his elbow articulation is going to be limited. If you just give it a little, you get extra articulation.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Get the full 90.
Cool.
Nice.
You don't take the tail off. You just slide the whole shebang in.
Really?
Oh, and the tail pop. The tail has a tendency to pop. The ball joint's really tiny, so the tail has a tendency to pop off.
Oh, that's interesting, man. I read a review earlier that said that you actually had to take the tails off to plug it in.
Nope.
Nice.
Do not have to take the tails off.
That's right. This is a quality review show.
Bringing you the real facts, baby. No alternative facts here.
That's right. No alternative facts.
So again, same thing. Extend it.
Man, I should
slot it in.
I should never came on this fucking show tonight.
Dude, he's in stock, Dust. You can get him at TF Source. Free shipping.
1 second.
Get that
$300.
Get that PayPal credit, yo. How much are those stupid doors of yours?
Mine?
What doors?
Oh, they were
Exactly.
You're
Crazy.
They were $1,000.
That's what you like.
$1,000 and some change, but I got a really good deal on them.
Yeah.
Last but not least, I'll form the head. You
No,
just
you
open
won't.
up the drawer. Fold
Form
it
Voltron.
down.
Come on, do it just like the show. Where's the ears?
Yeah,
Open up the ears.
There it
We
is.
have formed
Eyes
Voltron.
right
So here
That
he is.
is a fucking beautiful figure.
now. Wow.
Man.
sweet.
See if I can get them all in frame.
There he
That
is.
does look nice.
I can do the Dust Mite special.
Code 3 collector in the chat said that the instructions recommended tail removal.
You don't have to, so.
I guess just so you don't break it off, maybe.
Next week when Ace breaks his
He's in the cafe. Am I
I'm
gonna
gonna have to
tail?
go back and retract all the fucking video and edit it out and put in a disclaimer.
Oh man, that looks good though. That looks really, really, really good.
There you go. Pop the tail off.
Yeah, now he's getting shook. He's like, "Fuck that!" I'm
Walking with your head down, scared to look.
Yeah,
Shook.
it looks like it kind of went in there a little bit easier without the tails.
No, it's the same.
All right, go over to your articulation here.
Okay, so let's do articulation real first. So head
Real
is
first,
on real first. So because of that cut up in there,
up in there, up in there.
he can swivel his head side to side. He can't really look down too much. It's just more like a waggle. But what's cool is, like, you can see he has a neck in there. And then when you fold it flat, it kind of gives you illusion that it's a neck. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Ace, if you just push the head forward, it goes down, as opposed to
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
look at that! There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But when you look at it straight on, you know, you can see, like, if you look at it, you can see that there's a floating neck. But when it's like that, you can't tell. It looks perfect. Side to side, because of that cut, it goes that far. You can lift it up and over and get more. Get all the way around. Ears, articulate technically. You can do up and down. Wings.
Hi guys.
Are on a set of swivels, so you can kind of put them any way you want. There's cuts in there to accommodate for that, so you can have them in their right position.
Fucking
How do
looking
those
dead-
how do
dead
those
across-
swivels feel? Because I remember on the old toy, those things used to get floppy. Like, do those feel solid? Like they'll hold in place?
Yeah, no, these are very tight.
Yep. All right.
We almost went off air there, guys.
Lucky.
We almost fucking jetted right across the keyboard, man. Fucking cat. She saw the lions.
Shoulders, ratcheted out, straight out to there,
Nice.
straight down to there, ratcheted all the way around. As you can see,
I gotta stop watching this.
the shoulder's not coming out when I'm doing this. It is, like you can see, like it still moves because it has the joint for kitty mode.
Yeah.
But when you're really, you have to really be messing with it for these to, like I said, they're not locks, they're kind of guides, but it does its job well enough.
Sort of like Make Toys Letdown.
Downbeat.
All right, you want to stop the show? We'll do it on downbeat.
Letdown.
Yay.
Go all night. Oh, look, Matt woke up.
Bicep swivel. Elbows get you a solid 90. Without the extensions, you get less, but with the extensions, you get a solid 90.
Yeah, the extensions don't really break the mold too bad either. It looks like it should. It should be that way, you know?
Mhm.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So
And you can always-
just real quick, that's what it looks like without it extended.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go. That's it. You can always push it
That's
up
what
if
it
you
looks
don't
like
want to bend the
extended.
arm.
Yeah, that doesn't
So with
break
it,
at all.
with it, you do get a full 90. Without it, we'll show you real quick. You're limited to that. So like 45.
Okay.
So you get like an extra 45 degrees out of it.
That's
That
cool.
one, that joint. So this joint is ratcheted. That joint is friction. The extended joint is friction.
Oh, okay, okay.
Swivel here below that joint. Head is the same as before. So you can get the in and out, swivel all the way around. and then you got some inward wrist articulation now, which is the kitty down motion.
Ace, can you do it up a little bit because the our little thumbnails are in the way?
Yeah, keep going like this. I can actually
Well, it won't be.
it.
It won't be in the way on the video because I don't have a thumbnail.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so there's that.
The ratchets seem to hold up pretty well with all that die cast.
Now the ratchets on this thing are ridiculous. They are some of the best ratchets I've seen on a toy.
Cool.
Waists, it is swiveled, but because of the sculpt and everything, it can only go there to there. So that is pretty limited.
Now what about if you
pop the
extend
waist
it?
up?
Yeah.
If you extend it, same thing. 'Cause what it is it's hitting the this inner chunk. Because it doesn't collapse all the way. It just collapses. You can still see it under there.
Yeah.
So that's what it's hitting.
Now you
I
think
thought it was
maybe
in
if
the
they would have
bubble.
put another
There would have had been another piece,
swivel?
and then it would probably look like it had a really tiny waist.
Yeah.
But it's not. Obviously, I would have liked a little bit more, but it's not too bad.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a giant robot. He's a giant super robot. So
They would have had to do something with the sculpt to fucking make that happen, and I'm kind of glad they didn't, in a sense,
ab crunch,
they balanced it.
crunch to there, which I love. See this, like I said, this one comes out a lot more. So that one, the red line just popped out the shoulder.
Is there a crunch back?
There's no crunch back. It's only forward. I mean, maybe a fraction of an inch, but I wouldn't call it articulation. The real hindrance in articulation, unfortunately, is the hips. So on the Van Damme, he might have the worst rating we've seen on the show yet.
Damn.
He's got more than me. Old Silver Age can't do that.
So he's got about 30 degrees, maybe.
30 degrees. Yeah, that looks like
Outward.
about 30.
man.
It's obviously because of this chunk.
Yeah.
There is a cut for it, but because it's such a big chunk, it's not. Unfortunately, there's not a lot you can do because of the sculpt. So that's probably the most limiting thing about this figure.
Yeah, it's
Small sacrifice for everything else that you get, man. Just because
And that
it's
Forward.
outstanding.
that hips die cast, you're not cutting it out either.
Forward to there, because of all the die cast in the foot, it won't really hold.
Oh.
But I mean, if you have them posed on a, they'll hold it standing. But if you want to have like in a flying position or something, like holding it like that, it's not going to hold. It's way too heavy.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! As heavy as those goddamn things are, you can't expect that.
Yeah, no.
It's gonna be like, okay, it's not keeping the lights up. It's not good.
So forward to there, back is more limited, only there about halfway as far, but that's fine.
Complete fail.
Thigh swivel doesn't go all the way around. There's something, it's hitting something in there. Like they must have a piece inside there, so it goes that way that far and inside that far, so not nearly as far. But you have more outward, but that's more important anyway. Knees, as you can hear, ratchets. Not a full 90, maybe 70 degrees. Not horrible, but then you can also utilize that to get the full 90. It does break up the sculpt a little bit. It does look a little weird, but if you have to get that pose, you can. There's no swivel or anything in there because of the way it transforms. Ankle tilt. It's not extreme, but because the outward hip motion isn't extreme, the ankle tilt doesn't have to be extreme. So you got that way, that far, that way, that far. Obviously, the toe, which is the line head, you have full range in there, and then you can play around with moving this. Like these heads come off really easily for that stupid gimmick.
Or maybe they do now after you pop them off the wrong.
No,
way.
they've always. So you can mess with this heel piece and with all of this just by moving the neck up and down to get the pose you want.
Got to protect that neck.
And that's the articulation in a nutshell. So sculpt-wise, like I don't know how much more perfect you can get. Like that is Voltron. He's got the crest. This is all gold chrome. This is all painted in. The silver is all painted in. The belly star is all painted silver chrome. I mean gold chrome. All this is all painted. Like it's this is probably one of the prettiest figures I have.
Don't say pretty.
He's pretty.
You know, the one thing that I saw when I first saw this that really I didn't like was the thickness of the thighs.
Thunder thighs.
It could have just been just the way I was looking at that time. It really doesn't bother me right now. I mean, they are pretty thick.
Yeah, dust in person though, it's pretty nice.
Push it back a little, will you?
Yeah,
in the cartoon though, right? Like the thighs went
no,
like
not
just
the figure.
straight
Push
up.
that ass back. Oh, that ass.
Like in the cartoon, the thighs went straight up into like the hips there, but they obviously can't do that for a toy, I guess.
Shout out to Ham Banana. Yeah, it just at first it turned me off a little bit, but
it's not too bad.
And Ace, I was paying attention to the chat, but the crest, like that's gold chrome where the crown is, and
yep,
cool.
That's all. The ears are gold chrome.
Yep.
Trying to find a.
Could you put the sword in its hand?
I'm getting there. I'm trying to find a.
I didn't know. We're already at 10:30 here. I was like,
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, are we?
Holy crap!
So,
Ace.
okay, so hold on.
the power of Voltron.
Damn, that was fast.
Ace, you might have had the answer to this like in your final thoughts and stuff, but Michael Ganser in the chat was asking, like, in the end, do you feel you get your $300 worth
Fuck yeah!
with this toy?
I've paid more for Transformers that don't impress me as much.
This is a man who bought a fucking $1,000 Transformer at NJCC.
Yep.
G1.
Thanks for putting my business out there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you got the less.
Well, I think people know anyway. Get the fuck out of here.
Cubimus Prime in the chat's also saying 300 is a lot for this, maybe 150 or 200. So what do you think about that? Like,
What?
This is one of the most quality pieces I've seen in a long time.
Now, do you think maybe it's because
I'm more
of the
satisfied
name?
with this at 300 than I am at like Toy World Devi at 6.
Do you think maybe because it's the name, the SOC name?
No, because I've never owned a Solar Chogokin figure before this.
Okay. Because I know they're all pretty pricey.
They are, but I've never had one because I'm not really.
But with that name, you get quality.
It's Bandai. I mean, Bandai Japan doesn't fuck around.
Yeah.
Bandai America kind of fucks around. Bandai Japan, don't fuck around.
I was telling Brian in the chat earlier, like, because I got a lot of fig arts, and I do have some of the Super Robot Chogokin figures, which is like kind of like these, but on a smaller scale. So they're a little bit cheaper, but always like every piece I have is a quality piece.
Yeah.
So I've never been disappointed.
Just says, I know, he goes, he wishes it was the size of TW Devi. I think we all do. And we kind of discussed this. We want Wei Zhang to oversize this, the Matty Collector size.
So here's the, what is this called, Matt?
A sword.
Matt's
what kind
sleeping.
of sword?
Voltron sword.
No, this is the blazing sword.
God
The
damn,
only-
I was about to Google
They
it.
could have put, it would have been nice maybe to have a flaming effect on it, like a plastic piece you can clamp over it, but
You never
Come
know.
on, Dr. Wu.
Like,
Dr.
one
Wu.
sword.
we need Dr. Wu. So it slots in the same slot that the knives plug into. I can see in there. And then you just close the hand around it.
It's very masterpiece-ish.
It does, because it's so long, it does kind of act like a lever, and it kind of pushes out on this side because the pressure on the other side, so it kind of pops out a little bit on this side. So it's kind of like pose it the way you want it, and then kind of push up on it and make sure it's locked in there, and then you're fine. So there he is with the blazing sword. He also comes with his shield, which stores in here in the piece here, and the handle is separate. So I actually haven't even plugged this in yet. So let's see. Can it only go on? Oh wow! Can it only go that way? No, really? I guess it's only made for. Oh, there we go. Okay, it swivels. I told you I haven't messed with the shield yet. So the handle piece is actually a separate piece, and it swivels around, so you can put it on either hand. So let's, you know what? Let's pop this out, make it a little bit easier. Plug this piece in. There we go.
Michael G in the chat is also asking if you got something like to compare it to, like a little size comparison.
Yep. We getting there.
All right.
We getting there.
He's busting out his favorite dildo.
Not my favorite. I don't want people to see my favorite.
Alrighty.
Okay, this is a little bit of a pain in the butt to get in.
Voltron's weapon.
There we go. Okay.
And yeah, before we do size comparisons, I'll just say it is 11 1/4 inches tall.
So there's the shield.
15 would have been a nice spot.
It's shiny on the lights.
Yeah, it's
There's
nice.
there's the shield with the sword. He also has one other face, which also stores in a little sled.
Oh, it comes with another face, huh?
Comes with his O face.
The screaming face. Oh, the O face.
Face.
There's his O face, so you can have him screaming.
That's when he's gonna fucking headlock from a fucking
Ah.
Roby's got him on a headlock. He's like,
Okay.
and then it pans to all the fucking drivers going. And then
Wonder if he
Pidge
needs
goes.
that
Pidge goes.
So you don't have to pop any screws or anything. You just literally just push down on the face and it pops right out and it frictions right in, which I love. I don't like the
Nice.
screws.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Or
Use that
bullshit
for
fucking
Scepter's
adapters
head.
from Sleepaway.
And then he also has. I'm not going to put it in his hands because whatever. He also comes with these two swords.
Your
And they just
camera's,
slot in.
your camera's bugging out, man.
So I don't remember these swords. But did he ever use them?
I don't remember him ever using them. I'm sure he did because they wouldn't include them if he didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can either hold them one in each hand, or they also slot together. So if you want to have it like a spear,
Oh shit.
Yep.
you got that
Nice.
going for you. Can't even get it all in frame. It's taller than him.
Oh wow, nice.
If that's your thing, you got that going for you too. Let me put all this crap on the side. Okay. So size comparisons, real quick. Here he is with Dust's favorite toy.
Hey!
Let down beat.
Upbeat.
Let down beat.
There he is with a masterpiece-sized car.
I
Here
wouldn't
he
call it
is.
a masterpiece. It's an oversized
Oh my
Chugs car.
god, it's beautiful.
Here he is with a leader-class modern Titans Return figure.
Yeah, I do agree. Few more inches on this guy would have been nice, but I think for everything else that you get, I think it's still worth that price tag.
Here he is with masterpiece Lavender Wave.
Ugh.
Love that fig.
Dust, you're being sarcastic, right?
No, I really do enjoy it. I like it a lot. One thing I just really dislike with it now is that it could be just a little bit of a darker purple, but other than that, not a super dark, not a Quake Wave purple at all. That's purple is totally wrong.
Oh, I like that purple.
I'm totally going O face on mine.
Oh yeah, I might go face. I haven't decided yet. Which way
Use
do I
the other faces.
Now, how does this scale with the? Didn't they come up with a die rugger recently that was like this? I don't know if it was a Soul. It wasn't Soul.
It wasn't Soul
It was,
Chogokin. This is their first Gold Lion.
yeah, they had a bunch of quality issues with it. I know, but I think I saw it was in one of the reviews. It's pretty compatible, even though I think the die rugger was a little taller in the show.
Well, you know what? With this release, I definitely see them doing a die rugger next, maybe next year.
Don't tell me that because I'm definitely buying this then.
I remember that I had those two, the 15 the cars, the 15 vehicles.
Yep.
Oh, loved it.
Great, man. It was
Loved
fantastic.
Oh, is that what that one's referred to?
Yeah, that was from the Die Rugger show.
Oh.
Go Lion was in Japan, and Die Rugger was in Japan, and that's where they did.
And that's where Voltron came from because they
Yep.
were
They edited,
cropped
they
together.
chopped it. They bought the rights. They edited it. They chopped it up. They cropped it together, a la Battle of the Planet style, and blah blah blah. And that's what we got.
So this thing is absolutely magnificent. I can't recommend it enough. My recommendation is not to sleep on it because if they only do one production run, which is what I heard, this is going to be gone quick. So I would, if you're at all interested in it, I would pick it up. I mean, even if you don't like it, you could always sell it but I guarantee you, it's fucking fantastic.
That could be a smart investment. You know, within a year, sit on it for a year, but it matters if you want $300 out there like that. But
Yeah.
Like I said, I've paid more for things I'm not as happy with. Like I'm very, very, very happy with this thing. Like I can't.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ace. I'm sorry.
Like there's almost nothing to complain about. The only real complaint is the leg articulation in the thighs and the hips. But other than that, I mean, it's fucking beautiful. It's spot on. It's got the articulation. It's got the joints. I'm not worried about any of the die cast holding up. You know, with the joints holding up the die cast. Like there's nothing that scares me on this thing. Like everything is ratcheted. Everything holds. I haven't been able to put him in a pose really that he can't hold. Like it's fun to mess with. If I put a stand on there,
it hits all those buttons, man. All those nostalgic buttons. Like it looks like Voltron. It looks like that thing just came right out of the cartoon, and even better. You know, looks even better than the cartoon.
On Netflix.
I really, 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 really want Bandai to get the license for the new Voltron. If they do something like this of the new Voltron, I'd be fucking
that'd be sick.
Brian, did you get yours combined up?
Yep.
Do you have them with the?
I do. Let me take this sword out.
All right. So Brian has the King of Beasts version. The King of Beasts version was licensed now. It was a third-party figure, but now it is officially licensed, so they're going to be putting it out under the Voltron name. I don't know when. I don't know any of the details. I just know that they bought it. So
probably shitter quality.
I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know what's. Wow, so they're actually Soul Chogokin's a little bit taller.
Wow, that's night and day, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, when I had this thing 2 years ago, I was like, "This is amazing. I love it." Now this thing is high quality, just like the Bandai, except it doesn't have as many joints like in the lion's legs and stuff.
It reminds me of like TFC figures.
But it's good. I mean, this thing will hold, man. And
but you can see like what I was talking about there with
right here
on the red on the chest doesn't flow all the way straight across.
And on the licensed one, I've seen it, and they have that
across. Okay,
they have that fixed. Yeah.
The abs are a little bit more defined, so they're a little bit more stylized.
Yeah, this one you can kind of get a reverse ab crunch. That's the only thing it's got, and then also Dust. If you see, he's got slimmer hips. If you like
Yeah.
But he's got ratchets in his hips going out. So one click out on each one gives you that really long.
It's like letdown beat.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of years ago, I think that would have been the best option you had. I think I was going to go in on that figure.
I
was like, it's beautiful.
At TFCon, I almost bought that thing.
Yeah. I was like, man, this looks good.
So come to NJCC. He'll be on the table if anybody wants to buy him. Buy me.
That guy's not a bad figure, right? It's just
no. It's just not this one. That's all. That's the only difference.
Yep.
I don't know, but he was retailing for over 300, and I got him for under 300. So
wow. He was popping up on eBay for like 250-ish, somewhere around.
That was 2 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah, wow. I was looking at it like a year ago, and on eBay they were asking like 230-ish, 250. Now I don't know. Who the hell knows?
Yeah, but 2 years from now, there's gonna be another one, better one.
I can't see
a better one.
I don't know if you're gonna get much better than this. I mean, maybe fine tune it. I don't know, make it bigger. I don't know how you can really make it better.
Yo, I'm on the phone with Wei Zhang now. Yo, I got an idea for you.
Yo, you like money?
Yo, Wei. Right now, bro.
Does Bandai stuff get KO'd much at all? Do you guys know?
The Dragon Ball Z figures did.
Figure arts do.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Figure arts definitely do.
Dag Tong, I think it's called.
All right. I think it's fucking beautiful.
I mean, like I said, if you're into this, if you're interested in it and you're on the fence, like, just fucking buy it. I guarantee you'll be happy with it. Like, there's nothing to be unhappy with in this thing. It's absolutely gorgeous. Like, this thing is going to live on my desk forever. It's fun to mess with. It's fun to look at. I mean, it's gorgeous in every way possible.
What's so cool about it, you can break it down real fast. You know what I mean? It's like if you want to break them down and you take pictures.
The hardest thing is the hardest thing is getting the legs on and off. They really ka-chunk on.
Yeah, no 40-minute transformations.
No, you saw how fast. How long did it take me? 2-3 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm down for that.
Not complicated.
It's awesome, Ace. Thank you very much for sharing this with us.
Yeah, this thing is, like I said, if you have any interest, just step on the monkey.
That's what I see from everybody, from every review that I saw. Everybody's like, just buy it, Just get this. Get this now,
It's funny. Do you think they planned it to be released right at Chinese New Year? It's like, we'll get it out, and it's great.
This is a good time, man. It's a dry time. You need something to fill in that space.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I think we said everything we pretty much have to say. Brian, you want to run down the chat? Any other questions in the chat? You want to run down the chat?
Yeah, I'll run it down. I don't see many questions in here that haven't already been answered.
Not so many. Yeah, I think we hit them all up.
But we've got Breezy Fresh, Cabolta, Internet Personality Justin L, Awejetchi, Robert M, Pinkerton stopped in to say hi, Kenny Prime, KJ Smith, Lord Shadowkeeper, Strider Lau, Code 3 Collector, Energon Act was in there. So Dave, Dom is in there, Michael G, Paul L, Masterpiece Shippiece, Chuck, and Cubimus Prime, and let's see here. I'm gonna say, how do you say this? Abstract Mind State. Abstract Mind State. Hey, good for me. Got it.
Sure.
You did it. Good for you.
Yep, so thanks for stopping in, guys. Chatting it up. It's always a good time.
Yeah. So if this is what what looks like with all the knives on there, in case you wanted to see what that looks like. So they all star in there. They all straight down the middle. Very neat. Very nice. I really like the fact that they give you this sled thing, even though everything's falling off and now that I'm messing with it because I'm fucking manhandling it. I love that even the face stores. That's nice. Yeah.
That's cool.
So I think we've said pretty much everything we need to say. Can't recommend it enough, like I said. Thanks for joining us tonight. Let's give a little rundown. Where you at? Brian, where are you at?
Brian Brink in the Facebook group, Sprinkleizer on Instagram.
Jose.
All right. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Xbox Live, and the PlayStation Network, all at Harrick and BX. Thanks for having me, guys.
Nobody cares about Matt. Dustin, go ahead, Matt.
Occasionally talking kid Matt tonight.
I was more active.
Matt, you gonna buy this?
Well, your homework is to go watch the original Voltron series.
He didn't do it. He didn't fucking do it. He didn't do it.
Don't even watch the original. Save your time.
He didn't do his homework tonight.
Interesting. After what you guys told me about it, I was like, oh, okay.
You need some.
Good.
You need some Voltron in your life. Some '80s Voltron. Get that shit in your life, Matt.
My favorite thing is about the old Voltron is when they came up with a name for themselves. Like, what are we gonna call ourselves? We're gonna call ourselves the Voltron Force. And the very next scene, Hagar goes, "What's the witch? What's her name? Hagar?
Hagar.
Yeah, Hagar.
She goes, we gotta get the Voltron Force. Like, how'd you know they called the Voltron Force? They didn't even find them.
They just had to slip it in there real quick.
Dust.
Dust Mites on Instagram, Eddie Dust Mites in the Facebook groups. Enter around Mondays. We got the hangout on Tuesdays. Finger banging every other Wednesday. Plaster Fanatics on Saturday.
Stasis Log.
Stasis Log before this on Wednesdays. And I sleep every once in a while.
I am A-Smilo everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. Just find me. Check out all the other Cool Table Network shows. You know them all. Sattercast, fucking Nerd Rage, Toy Detox. Everything we do is also, except for this show, is on iTunes, because this wouldn't really make any sense on iTunes. Just search Realm of Collectors. You'll find everything, including 8 weeks. Yeah, I think rambled on long enough. Buy this fucking guy. You will not be disappointed. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Thanks for tuning in live. Thanks for watching after the fact. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.
All right. Peace.
Matt, you really got to watch. Fuck you, Matt. You're not watching it.